All right, fellas. Next topic. Buffalo Bills. 7-6. Y'all know we talked about it. They let New England come in their house, run the ball 46 times, only pass it 3 and get a W. They go down to the GOAT Stadium, start out the game losing 24-3. Yeah, late they came on, they made a game of it. But in the end they lost. 3 and out in overtime. When you just paid the man 40 plus million in moments like that to get you over the hump. So my question is, are the Buffalo Bills in danger of missing the playoffs? BJ, start it off.
Absolutely not. Okay, so let's just keep it real. Buffalo has been disappointing, to say the least, this season. They were supposed to be competing with Kansas City Chiefs and maybe even the Browns' early season predictions as
You don't have to
possible
say
favorite.
maybe. It was the Browns.
Favorite to represent the AFC to go to the Super Bowl. And similar to the Browns, they don't look like a Super Bowl caliber team right now. It is an absolute shame, Buffalo Bills fans and Buffalo, that you let a team run on you. No, let me rephrase. I don't even know how many times they ran, but you let a team throw 3 passes and you still lost the game.
It was 46.
46 rushing attempts. You knew it was coming. You knew they weren't throwing the ball, and you still couldn't stop them. That is like, let me move my. That's like somebody.
That's funny.
Him slapping you, you do nothing. You just take
He
it.
completely left the screen.
Yeah, my bad. This whole camera thing throws me off.
I know it throw you off.
So you got pimp slapped by your big brother. They have been your big brother for years, and this was supposed to be your year to prove to them, even though we know they had some issues last year. You were supposed to say to Bill Belichick, no, this is our division now. And if you want it, you got to go through us. And they went through you. And they went through you relatively. And in one way, they ran the ball. So I'm going to say, yes, you will make the playoffs. But, Bill, you've got bigger issues that you got to worry about. The reason they're going to make the playoffs, their last 4 games, Panthers, win. Patriots, okay, they'll probably lose that. The Falcons and the Jets. 10-7 gets you in. The Buffalo Bills will make the playoffs, but they do have some bigger issues on the day. And their defense was supposed to be their calling card, and they just got bum rush, pimp slap, however you want to look at it, or to a quarterback, to a system that ran the ball 3 times. Shameful, Buffalo, but they still will make the playoffs.
Hey, Big C. Before I pass it to you, I like how you got that Jazz Clippers game on because I do as well. All right, now go ahead and answer the question.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, so remember we talked about it's tough going in that 3rd slot?
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard going in the 2nd slot as well. It's hard, man. But hey, I got to piggyback on what B said, and I'm only echoing the fact that the last 4 games they can possibly win out. What happened? What happened in Buffalo against the Patriots was an anomaly. That was an anomaly. That just was what it was. I honestly believe that they can actually go up to New England and get that victory. I honestly believe that. And then you got the Panthers, the Falcons, and the Jets. Come on, man. We can get together and we get a team and go and beat them cats. So yeah, Buffalo will be fine.
Oh,
It is interesting that they're 7-6. True letdown this year.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like you said, 10-6 to get you in. Well, not 10-6. Was it 10-7? 10-7 to get you in. 11-6 may actually win you that division. Think about that.
Yeah.
Hey, You know, this is going to be the theme. Going in the second or third slot is tough.
Hey, look, ain't no meat on the bone, man.
Man, it's tough because I just got to piggyback off what y'all just said. And wait, no, I'm going to use what you said, Big C. You stole my thunder because I was going to bring up, I think, and I'm going to just say it, I think Buffalo will run a table. I have it written down in my book.
Whoa.
I got them going 11-6. I got them getting get back on the Patriots, not because I think
Absolutely.
they're better, but the Patriots have to lose at some point.
Yes.
They're not going to go on what would have to be like 10 or 11 game winning streak to end the season. They have to lose, and Buffalo's still on their schedule. And then, as you both said, Carolina, Atlanta, and the Jets. Come on, man. They can win those games with one hand tied behind their back. But but this is beyond just the question of danger missing the playoffs. I think they're in danger of being that Super Bowl team they want to be. And this is why. By all the metrics and all the stats, Buffalo, number 1 in total yards, number 1 against the pass, top 10 against the rush, number 3 or number 2 points per game allowed. But I believe that the rushing stat is fool's gold. I believe when it really counts, you can run the ball on Buffalo. When Derrick Henry was healthy and they played Tennessee, they ran up and down on Buffalo, and Tennessee won that game. The Patriots, we keep talking about it. We know what they did. When you get in the playoffs, you're going to face teams that can really run the ball. Not Kansas City, but it's going to be teams in there that can really run that rock on you. So I think they can't run the ball, and I'm going to combine that with the fact that they can't run the ball. They literally put everything on Josh Allen's shoulders. Literally.
That is correct.
This is an interesting stat for y'all. Buffalo this past weekend against Tampa Bay, the first team in the last 30 years, 30, to not hand the ball off in the first half. Come on, man. You can't run the ball, and you know it. And the defense is like, we know y'all can't run it. So, it's counterproductive. You putting a lot on Josh Allen's shoulders. You literally want him to be Patrick Mahomes. Yes, the money. They paid him that money. I get it. I'm just saying. But the schedule gets them in the playoffs. It's that simple.
Easily.
But this topic was a perfect segue because y'all ready for those wild card predictions. Since we just talked about Buffalo, we can start with the AFC. All three of us agreed Buffalo is in. But Big C, I'm gonna give you the first slot.
So we all do agree that Buffalo's in, but do we agree that Buffalo's in as a wild card or a division winner?
So Big C, go ahead.
So that being said, and this is in no order whatsoever, but that being said, I have Buffalo actually winning the division.
Okay.
I have Buffalo winning that division. So I got the Patriots coming in as a wild card. Absolutely. And this is in no order. I'm just throwing out the three. The Chargers. The Chargers will make it just for the same reason that Buffalo will make it. The schedule. Their last 4 games is Kansas City, Houston, Denver, and the Raiders. That should be a cakewalk for them. Don't get me wrong. Kansas City be a good game. But those other 3, they'll get in. They're getting in at 10-6. And the last one, again, in no particular order, y'all can hate me, Cleveland. The Bengals. The Bengals will get in the playoffs.
Wow.
And it basically comes down to a war of attrition, man. And I'm looking at the quarterbacks. I would rather take Josh Allen. Was it Hubert out in the Chargers?
Justin Herbert.
Herbert, my fault. And who's in Cincinnati?
Joe
Burrow. I'll take those three, unfortunately, over my quarterback. I would love to say that the Browns gonna make it, but I don't see it happening, especially with this COVID situation jumping off. That's gonna set us back. I don't see us beating Green Bay unless they just had too much eggnog and they just tired or whatever. But outside of that, those are my three: Buffalo, Cincinnati, and the Chargers.
All right, BJ, I'm gonna go second here. I'm
Okay.
gonna give you that daunted third slot. All right, no particular order again. I got the Chargers. I agree with you there, Big C. But I have Buffalo making it as a wild card. And
You better not do it.
the Indianapolis Colts,
What?
led by Jonathan Taylor. I got the Indianapolis Colts getting that last spot. I'm just saying, when I looked at the schedules, I don't have them up in front of me. I should have had them up in front of me now. But when I looked at the
did.
schedules,
All right,
and you got it?
Yeah. Broncos. Wait, I'm
Is
sorry.
this
Who's
Indy or
whose schedule you wanted?
Indianapolis Colts.
Oh,
The Colts.
oh, they got the Patriots,
right?
Cardinals, Raiders, Jags.
They will beat the Cardinals because the war of attrition, going back to what Big C said, they will run the ball all over them. And who's the last two?
Patriots, Cardinals, Raiders, Jags.
Raiders and Jags W's.
Okay,
W's.
Raiders and Jags W's.
And I said they'll beat the Cardinals. I got them going 3-1 in the last four. I got them losing to the Patriots this week.
Okay.
Yeah, I got them losing to the
They're
Patriots.
going to win 3 of their last 4 and get in. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I got you.
Yes.
So, and I know, but apparently we need to start talking tiebreakers because apparently we got a lot of cats that's gonna win. That's 7-6. That's gonna win 3 of the last 4.
And I did.
So you gonna have a lot of
tiebreakers
cats
as
in
well.
Tennessee. Oh, you did the tiebreakers in it.
Yep.
The
When
scenarios.
I looked at
Okay.
it, I looked at the conference record and head to head. I looked at all of it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Good stuff.
All right, BJ.
I agree with you. Everybody knows the Chargers get in. Chargers got their last 4. Chiefs, Texans, Broncos, Raiders. They may lose 1. They're going to win their last 3. They're in. We already talked about the Bills. They got the easiest schedule. They're in. So now comes that last spot. Who gets that last spot? Here's the twist. I got the Bengals in. But I got the Bengals winning the division. Why, do you ask? Because listen to Baltimore's schedule. The Ravens have the Packers,
Loss.
the Bengals, the Rams, and the Steelers. They could actually lose all 4. On paper, they can lose all 4.
Yeah.
Even if they win 1 and lose 3, the Bengals can overtake them. And therefore, I got the Baltimore Ravens not even making the playoffs.
Wow.
And who did I?
Don't you do it. B, don't you do this.
Who did I have making that 7th
B,
seed?
don't you do this.
Coming out of the AFC North was going to be Cleveland because we were going to win 3 out of our last 4.
Wow.
But due to COVID, we go 2-2, maybe. And now I got to move the Browns out because of COVID. And now I guess I would have to put.
I'm going to put Browns pre-COVID. That's what I'm going to put.
I know, right?
Browns
It
pre-COVID.
could be the Ravens or the Colts. My sheet that I had was the Browns sneak in because the Ravens lose 3 out of their next 4 and miss the playoffs altogether. And now I got to go with possibly the Colts or the Ravens back in. But Sorry, it was the Browns. That was what I had before the COVID hit.
Everybody then left the podcast again.
I know, right?
Jesus Christ.
Listen, that is realistic. The Ravens can lose to the Packers.
I'm sorry, all the
Eagles,
fans that we
the
have
Rams,
thus far.
And the Steelers are going to be tough. It's Ben Roethlisberger's last game. They're playing their rival. They could lose literally all 4 of those.
Okay, BJ. So we can move on to the NFC. Give us a replacement for the Browns.
Whew.
Ravens.
All right. There we go.
Because they already got 8 wins, right? What are they, 8 wins?
Yeah.
Yeah, 9-8. 9-8 will get you in that last spot.
Okay.
9-8.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, 17 games. Yeah,
No. I'm just saying 9-8 ain't getting you nothing.
Oh, I agree with that.
It's getting you a tea time. It's getting you a tea time.
In that 7th
All right,
spot.
y'all.
No.
It's time to go to the next conference. The NFC wildcard predictions. BJ, I'm going to let you try to redeem yourself after that horrible AFC take. Give us your 3 NFC wildcard teams.
All right. The NFC wildcards, the locks. I mean, there's no arguing here. You got the Rams as 5. And believe it or not, San Fran will hold the state on at 6. So the NFC is not as confusing. Here's where it gets confusing. And that's these last 4 games of all these 6 and 7 teams. These last 4 games of these 6 and 7 teams.
Yeah, which
right now, I believe
out of the middle?
The Washington football team is that 7th seed. Bottom line, they're going to lose. And I'm not going to say either. Here's who's going to shock the world and get that 7th seed. Sorry, it's a homer pick. The Philadelphia Eagles will win the 7th seed and be in the playoffs. They will get it done. The 7th seed belongs to the Eagles. That is my hot take. You heard it here first. Boom. Oh, y'all don't believe me. They got Washington twice, by the way. Washington, the Giants, Dallas. Tell me they can't win 3 out of 4 of those and make that wild card.
I got them going 2-2 in that stretch.
Good.
I got them going 1-3. But go ahead.
Okay, all right. Big C. I'm gonna go next with mine. So we agree with the Rams. Obviously.
Yeah.
You are a homer. My bad.
Yeah, he is. We agree with the 49ers as well, BJ. So we got the Rams and Niners. That's pretty simple to me. It wasn't hard to do at all. Now, like you say, we get to that mess with the 6 and 7 squads.
Correct.
After I looked at head-to-head conference records, etc., the team that I plucked is the Washington football team.
What?
That's who I plucked. And you can pull up their schedule while I'm explaining why.
Yeah.
I have them losing this week to Philly because of COVID. But what's the 3 games after Philly? Go ahead.
Oh, no. Let me look it
Well,
up.
you said Philly, Dallas, and the Giants.
No.
Wait,
That was Philly's. That was Philly's schedule.
Oh, my bad. You're right.
Yeah. Pull up Washington's schedule for me.
Washington, the Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles, Giants.
It's the same thing.
Right. There we go. They will lose this week because of COVID. Right?
Okay.
I believe they're going to get their get back on Dallas.
What?
And then I believe they're going to beat Philly. And then they're going to go 2-2.
And that's going to get you in?
Washington, New Orleans, and Philly will all finish 8-9. After that, you got tiebreakers because the Rams and 49ers are going to hold that 5 and 6 spot.
Correct.
At 7, those 3 teams will all finish at 8-9. Washington has the best conference record out of everybody. The only way Philly can jump them is if Philly beats them twice. Then you'll get your prediction right. But Philly will not beat Washington twice. They're not a better team than Washington. You're not. Just cut it out. And New Orleans don't have a shot.
We can argue about that another day.
But go ahead, BC. It's your turn.
Please let me be the voice of reason.
All right, here we
because
go.
apparently these two have no clue of what's going on. You're telling me that two teams from the worst division is sent to the playoffs?
Absolutely.
Get out of here. Come on. Anyway.
The NFC is horrible. They're horrible.
Listen, the NFC East stinks. And you're telling me that
stinks.
No, but you're telling me that the NFC East is going to send two teams to the playoffs?
Right now, the season.
They have to have 7 teams. They added another slot.
I will give you the 7th team.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Saints.
Absolutely. Let me finish what I want to say.
No.
We agree with the Rams and the 49ers. That's just a given.
Of course.
How about it's going to be the Minnesota Vikings? Book it. Book it.
Okay.
Here's the schedule.
BJ, pull up their schedule.
Here's this night. Could I want them in? They play Chicago twice. That's 2 wins. They got the Rams.
I disagree.
I give them that. And hear me out. And here's the caveat, and this is why they're going to go 3-1 over these last 4. They got Green Bay. They gonna double up.
What?
Oh.
They gonna double up.
And that's the voice of reason, folks.
That is your voice.
Absolutely.
That's your.
Look.
He think Kirk Cousins.
It damn sure. Who did you pick?
I went with the better defense.
Heineke?
That's who I went with.
You went with Heineke?
I went with the better defense. Washington.
Oh no! I just thought you brought up Cousins, so I just brought up Heineke.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Okay, no, I'm just trying to make sure that we're on the same page.
Cousins is better, but
okay, no, I'm just making sure we're on the same page. That's all. Yeah. That's it. Man,
they go 2-2 as well.
No.
2-2 and finish for 8-9.
They're going 3-1 and we'll finish 9-8. Book it, man.
You know what? Beating Green Bay.
You know one loss, but he's going to beat the Rams.
Listen, time out.
Cousins going to Lambeau Field and winning.
Time out. At the last time they played, they know Green Bay, and what happened? They won. And now, B, you tell me that Philly got to beat Washington twice? You think that's gonna happen? No, stop it.
They're not that good.
Philly stinks. What you talking about? Philly stinks.
They do.
Stop.
But amongst the two stinkiest teams, who's got the better shot? It is the Eagles.
Yo, Philly
man,
stinks.
okay. You know what? Listen, who's ever listening to this, y'all replay this. Because we'll see come January 9th?
Oh yeah, hey, I wrote it down.
We'll see January 9th, man.
Predictions
We're
here.
gonna
I
see
wrote
for
it
my
down.
prediction. We're gonna see this Sunday.
Ooh.
B, stop it.
It's over.